Hello, this is Hard Chatter, and today we're going to be talking about Trump. We're probably going to be talking about Trump until he gets out of office. Trump explains migrant farm workers are built different, okay? They don't even get bad back. So let's listen to what he has to say.
President, I just want to hear you clearly. You're saying the people who have been here for years and who have been even paying taxes, you're going to look at them very differently, and maybe they belong here in the workforce?
I want to work with them, and in some cases, we're sending them back to their country with a pass back in legally, and we're doing things that are very difficult to do and very complex, but it works really well. We're sending them back, and then they're schooling, they're learning, they're coming in legally. We have a lot of that going on. But we're taking care of our farmers. We can't let our farmers not have anybody. These people that you can't replace them very easily. People that live in the inner city are not doing that work. They're just not doing that work. And they've tried. We've tried. Everybody tried. They don't do it. These people do it naturally. Naturally. I said, what happens if they get it to a farmer the other day? What happens if they get a bad back? He said, they don't get a bad back, sir, because if they get a bad back, they die. I said, that's interesting, isn't it? These are very, in many ways, they're very, very special people. Okay, go ahead.
Now, this was from NBC News, right? And somebody needs to inform Trump that slavery has been abolished for decades. He still thinks that there is some room for slavery. No, we're never going to go back there. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is we are not our ancestors. And we've never been our ancestors. Okay? So drop that from your mental effed up mind. You know what I'm saying? And then to speak of migrant workers the way he's speaking of them is slavery tech. He's just a racist bastard. When are y'all going to open your eyes and see that whatever he says at this point is not a surprise? Okay? Because I'm pretty much sure he wanted to say something worse than inner city. For real. Okay? He's a disgrace as a president. He's a disgrace as a human being. He's a disgrace as everything. Okay? Everything bad on this earth is what he is. And that's not going to change. And here's another thing, too. Oops, the joke's on him. What if those migrant workers, those beautiful people in Mexico, what if they don't want to come here? What if they go home and they're happy and they're plentiful and they're doing better than they did in the U.S.? So therefore, there's no chance in hell that they would take a chance to be in the U.S. because guess what? Migrants are not slaves either. Okay? Let's get that right, okay? So basically what he's saying is that he thinks migrants and blacks are slaves. That's the bottom line. And there's no easy way around this. And then I think the really chilling part of this is the way he talks about they don't even get bad backs or they die. That's almost concentration camp like mentality. Okay? So understand that what we have is a demonic presence in the White House who wants to cast gloom and doom upon this earth, and he will do anything he can to do that. Yes, I absolutely believe he's reconsidering on letting the migrants back here. But guess what, Trump? You got to do better. I'm sorry, he can't do better. There is no doing better, okay? There's no hope at the end of the tunnel, okay? We have to accept what it is. And honestly, politics people, Democrats, Republicans, should be ashamed of themselves for allowing this to happen. Okay, this is an embarrassment that will live on for at least, I don't know, at least 70 years. Okay? So let's do the work and get him out of the White House because he's a threat to everybody, including himself. So until the next time, this is Hard Chatter, and I thank you so much for listening.